I'm Harris for the gig guide. Who am I here with?
Robbie.
Olivia.
Eleanor.
Right, yous are Alcatraz. Good to see yous. Yous have just played a wee set there at King Tut's supporting Sister Mads. How do you think it went? Alright?
I played a bit sloppy, but I thought it was really fun. I thought it went alright, you know.
Yeah, the energy was there.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the best gigs we've played, I think.
Yeah, first gig of the year, and it's like set a tone. The crowd were like really up for it, so that helped us.
Definitely. Just straight in it then. Alcatraz, why the name?
So when I first joined like 2 years ago, we were one name, and then we changed that, and then we were another name, and then we were like, that's really shit. Like that's so bad.
Bring back rearview mirror. Justice.
No, that was what we were called.
I did not even know.
I don't mind that.
Rearview mirror. And
None of you can drive.
at that point, Pete could. Pete was the
okay.
only one.
That's fine
Pete was the
then.
only one that could drive. And then we were like, yeah, that's rubbish. So we just like literally wrote a list of random words that came to our head, and we just kind of like kept coming back to Alcatraz, and it just kind of like we were just like, oh, that's kind of cool. We'll just do that.
Fair enough.
Behind it.
And on that note, I would like to know, out of yourselves, all the other band members, who do you think would be the best at escaping Alcatraz, the prison?
I'm going to go with Mackenzie Burns, just purely because, I mean, the guy's been all around the world.
It's meant to be band members, mate.
Right,
Sorry, that's alright.
Okay,
Mackenzie Burns is in Alcatraz now.
in that case,
Spoiler.
I'm gonna go with Deck purely because he's got so much charm.
Right.
You know, I
Right.
think he could charm his way out of prison.
Uh-huh.
I think Aaron, man.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think Aaron, because I think he would just kind of do his usual, what do you mean I'm not Aaron Stokes, I'm Tommy Rowan from Soapbox, and get away with it.
Hi,
that way.
guys. Hi.
Right,
Sorry, that's just our
if
confused-
if you would like to repeat that in just a second. So who do you think can escape Alcatraz?
I would have to say Aaron, because I think he would use his usual trick of saying he's Tom from Soapbox instead of Aaron Stokes, and that
That's a
would get
good
him
one.
out.
That is a good one.
Again, there, going back to the name and stuff, I would just like to know how, as a band and the current lineup, kind of came about. If you want to talk to me through that, any kind of stories, etc.
Well, I'll start. I was there from the start. So it was Pete, Deck, and Aaron. They started it, and we had another guitarist in, and Aaron was doing the singing, which didn't go well.
Sorry, I wasn't meant to laugh. I wasn't meant
And
to laugh.
I went to school with Pete and Deck, and I knew Aaron just like sometimes you would go to a gaff and he'd be like curled up in the corner. so I knew.
Watching Mamma Mia.
Yeah, watching Mamma Mia. So I knew Aaron from that, and like I knew them all, and they knew that I was like, I could sing. I wasn't a singer, I just could sing, and they were like, "You wanna come down?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then I just kind of like joined that way, and then Robbie joined for house guest last year.
Yeah, so I'd like the band.
He's actually a
So-
fan.
I was
He
a
was a
fan.
big
See,
fan.
I knew Pete from high school. We went to different high schools, but I kind of knew him from that friend group. And so I've been to every Alcatraz gig. I went to the first gig here and I didn't get in because I was 17. When Pete said, you know, I might have an opportunity for you, you know, like, do you want to help us out with some gigs? I'm like, yeah, okay.
And then we just kind of told him, because we like got put on the house guest lineup like last minute, so Robbie was originally meant to be filling in for like our headline at Nice and Sleazy's like the month after house guest, and then we were like, Robbie, we're doing house guest, and he was like, oh, that's really good for you guys, and we were like, no, you're doing it too.
Yeah, and I was
And
like,
then-
oh, I got to lock in, man. Like, I actually got to practice now, you know.
Yeah.
But
And then we just kind of like after we got off stage at house guest, we just kind of said, Robbie, you're in the band now. We didn't ask, he was told.
Would you have said no?
no,
I
no.
don't think he had a choice, to be fair.
I didn't have a choice. Like, it was pretty much like, you're in. And if I said no, then I probably wouldn't be here alive. So,
Well, it's good to have you here, mate. Talk about house guest there. You're playing house guest again this year. How excited are you coming up to that in April?
I'm so excited. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're looking like forward to it now that like we're an actual six-piece. Like, it feels like it's like the final kind of like iteration of like what we're meant to be doing. And that's like the first time we've played Tuts like all together. And like now that we're playing house guest, like it's going to be a good thing. Because obviously I wasn't in the band this time last year when you played house guest, but now it's like, right, this is a thing. This is how we go. We're going forward from like this six-piece now, and it's like starting to. I think it's starting to sound all right.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, alright. It's okay. Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. We love House Guest like as a festival, like all of us collectively, like even if we weren't in bands or in
Yeah, like I've
anything,
been to
we
like
would be there. Yeah,
every year of it.
everyone.
So now to play it is quite nice, and obviously like the bands that are on the lineup this year as well, like they're bringing like bands from like down
yeah.
south and stuff.
Fantastic.
So yeah, and they're like also like some of our favourite bands as well. So it's like nice to be on a lineup with like people like that.
Again, it's all about being a 6-piece there. Your Instagram bio says that you're 6 rides. I would also like to know,
It does.
which I'm going to repeat in a minute. If he walks away. Your Instagram bio says that you are 6 rides. I would like to know, taking yourselves out of the equation, who is the biggest ride in the music industry?
In the music industry, that's
When we say industry, are we talking like globally?
See, you can say whoever you want.
I will pass the mic over to either of them.
Who's the biggest ride in music?
Pardon me?
Who think's the biggest ride in music?
Well, I'm French, so.
Right. I don't know how to say that in French. I'm really sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I would have to say.
Rihanna.
You can say guys and all. We're not going to judge you, by the way. Like, it's all right.
No, she did the album with what's her name? Going Crazy.
I listen to hip hop music, so.
Right.
No, I do too actually. Deluxe, you know Deluxe? The
I do.
singer?
Right.
I don't know her name. But
Right. Actually, near the air, but it's all right.
she's really good. She's
Right.
pretty fucking sexy.
What's your name,
Hey
mate?
man, Mike.
I'm Harris, mate.
Hey.
Pleasure to meet you,
Yeah,
right? Right.
What you guys do?
You have a good night, right? Take care of yourselves. As I was saying, that was really good. I was really aroused by his French accent.
It's given
I know.
me
There was something. What's your Snapchat, mate? Come on.
Like Glasgow, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they make it.
Right. Here, by the way, as you mentioned about being a 6-piece, in your Instagram bio it says that you are 6 rides. So I would like to know, excluding yourselves, who is the biggest ride in the music industry?
I'm gonna pass the mic over to those two.
Right. Leah Metcalf from the Mysterines, come back. I love you. Marry me, please. That's all I say.
I don't know why, but the only thing that's coming to my head is when I was 14, I fancied the pants of Luke Hemmings from 5 Seconds of Summer. 5 Seconds of Summer. And like literally, to be fair, still would. But like I don't know why that was my first thought.
Me too.
Have you thought anything, mate?
I mean, the only answer I have is Aaron Stokes. You know.
Fair enough.
That's it.
Fair enough. You talked about then again playing King Tut's a few times before, obviously not with the exact same lineup, but still as a band. As a Glasgow band yourselves, kinda like how almost privileged do you feel to play this famous venue so many times?
Honestly, it's amazing. Like I'm the one that's played out of us three. I'm the one that's played like the most as Alcatraz. This is now our fourth time. This is our fourth time like as a band playing Tuts, and like they just keep having us back, man. I don't know why.
We must be doing something right.
Something right. But it's just like the best venue. Like everyone there, all the staff, like the effort that goes into making it what it is, and the opportunities that it can give people is just incredible.
Uh-huh.
I think it's like especially too like you can tell the people that work at King Tut's like actually really care about the music, and that's important, you know, because I mean there's some venues I can't really name off the top of my head, but like you're not gonna get you're not gonna get like that sort of like treatment and respect that King Tut's offers. Like they care about the music properly, and it's really nice.
They really care about like nurturing young musicians and people who are just starting off and like really growing the scene.
Young musicians.
Young musicians.
Yeah. Nothing to read into there. I'm 27 in 6 weeks.
Right. Again, don't tell about until I'm 17. It's alright.
Oh my god, I was 10 when you were born.
No way.
Oh God.
Oh, I think I'm gonna go now, guys.
Been a pleasure. Again, he's playing King Tut's, talked about that before. He's done it headlining their summer nights last summer, but again this time a bit different. You're a support act. how much different is that, knowing that, you know, every single note, everything needs to be perfect because you've got new people watching you, kind of potential new fan base? How do you deal with that pressure?
We kind of don't.
To be fair, like I'm like the most recent member, so like I've had like the least time to like actually learn the set. But like even still, like I had like what was it, like 6 days or something to learn the set. Like we played Belladrum, like that, and that's like how I ended up joining the band. They were like, right, we need a bassist because like your ex-bassist who now plays synth, Deck, he couldn't get the time off work for a major festival. So I was already driving them up and I was like, right, okay, we'll jump on. But anyway, like back to like playing tuts and stuff like that, like the actual pressure is kind of off because like we've like locked in this set for months and months now, and like we practice, I mean, I was going to say we practice quite a lot. Depends when everyone turns up, but me included. But yeah, like we've practiced a lot, and like the pressure is kind of like we know that it's there, but like we're just having so much fun on stage that it doesn't really matter. Like we're kind of like locked in as like a full group now that like it's like a lot bigger. Like, it's a lot less of a deal even.
Yeah.
Well, I still felt the pressure tonight, just because we haven't done a gig since November, and so I don't know why, but for some reason it was kind of getting to me. But it's just like it's fantastic, you know. And Sister Mads are fantastic too. I remember the first time I saw them was my first gig at House Guest, and I specifically remember upstairs Nice and Sleazy's and Mackenzie Burns crowd surfing with his guitar, and it was just like I was like, oh, I want to be like that guy, you know.
When I grow up.
Well, again, you just mentioned there playing Belladrum. You just played Belladrum Festival last year. What kind of experiences can you take from playing, you know, such a different place up in Inverness, different venue, more family orientated, a big group of people, etc.? What kind of experiences can you take from that?
A massive stage.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
literally insane. Like,
It was
yeah.
fucking huge. But we kind of like, we had imposter syndrome going up there because we like step on this massive stage and we're like,
Take me back to Sleazy's.
yeah, we were kind of like, but we kind of like, I think that is the gig that we've like felt the least pressure from, like for some reason.
And
like,
I genuinely think that's the best we've ever played.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
we,
for some reason,
Sure.
yeah.
we like not like didn't give a fucking like, oh, I don't care, but like we were just like so like free.
It was sort of a free hit,
Yeah.
which is like a weird way to think about it, because like even though the crowd looked kind of empty, when you actually look out at it, there was probably at least like 1,000 if not more people like kind of
Yeah.
spread out across like the whole field, whatever.
Aye.
We were on like the second biggest stage. Like it was so fun, but also like it felt like we were just having fun.
Yeah. But I think because like we looked out and like we didn't know anybody there, and we didn't like it's not like we didn't apply for the festival, like we won the chance to be there, so it was kind of like it just didn't feel real.
Yeah.
And I think that like it not feeling real then made it like more fun, because we were like, oh, what are we doing here, like
I would say like the biggest thing, the biggest tip that we all collectively learned from playing Belgium was you should rinse the artist catering for all that it's worth.
Oh my god, the artist catering was so good.
eat
It was
as much as you possibly can. I think you were meant to get 1 free meal. I think Aaron had 4. We were only there from like 1 p.m. till like 5 p.m.
yeah.
God, it was
Aaron
great.
And I was
had so
driving. We
much.
drove up the night before.
Yeah.
Like we didn't get there till like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. We stayed at like Pete's like family, like 'cause he's got family members everywhere.
Yeah.
We stayed in like their like house, mansion, whatever you want to call it. It was fucking insane. They had blue milk though,
So it was kind
so you know,
You can't
read
trust them.
into that what you will.
Is
But
that blue milk this because it's not green milk or because it's not oat milk or?
because it's not
Right.
milk, come on.
Well, I actually interviewed a band yesterday called The Milk.
I've
So
heard them. They've got a gig on tonight. Don't
they do, aye, and I'm.
They're playing. They're playing with a local. I'm pretty sure.
Why do you just know everything?
Oh,
Robbie is
because
like the town
I just know.
crier
Over
and
here.
everything.
you know.
Our band group chat, like when we're not like organising like
Fighting.
or fighting, we're not organising like gigs or like rehearsals and stuff. It's just Robbie going, do you know that the Perfect Exceeder cover by what
Cowboy Hunters.
Cowboy Hunters
has
is like
reached
1 million streams? And like
And
I'm
then
just
he
like,
texted in,
thank
and
you.
earlier he was like, oh guys, Bleed is 2 streams away from 9k, like yeah. And, like he
Yeah.
just, everything that happens, he's like, guys,
Man,
by
I
the way.
like to check like how artists are doing.
I like that. Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
I get it, but like also I'm just like sometimes
Shut
Robbie,
the fuck up, man.
Like, love you, but I can tell there's an 8-year age gap.
Talk about winning the award there to play at Belly Drum Festival. You were Tenements TV's upcoming artist last year. As well as this, again, I've been speaking to people I get about that. For example, Lewis Erd, he was heavily praising news as well. When do you start to believe the hype that this band's got?
I don't think we do.
No.
I remember I was at Aaron Hopkins' Brave Souls charity events. I was doing like a little song there, and for some reason, even though I'm like the lead singer, the front woman, and I don't blend in. I have red hair. Like I'm not.
I mean, you're standing next to me. Like,
yeah, whatever. Like, but like. At that point, you weren't fully.
That is true,
in the
to be fair.
band. And I never get recognised. I never got recognised. And then I was like at that event, and people were coming up to me like, Alcatraz, and I was like, what? I was like, I don't know. Like, oh, thanks.
It's
I was
really
like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this.
To
Like,
be
when
fair,
people come up to me,
speaking
I'm like,
of like getting recognised and stuff like that, I went to Slouch once, and like Slouch is like a place where like you know, they support like local bands and stuff like that, but I'd walked in for a pint, and I sit down with my pint, and then Bleed, like You Make Me Bleed starts playing, and I was like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing, and I can just see the like guy at the like at the bar being like, and I'm like, oh no, that's like so embarrassing, because they only played it because I'd walked in, and I'm like, that's so like, it's like weird that people know you from that like setting, but I mean, at least it means that we've got some hype.
yeah.
I think something that was really cool for me is I went into Asai Records. Lovely place, by the way. Lovely workers.
Aye.
And I was talking to one of the workers at the Tell About Music, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you're in Alcatraz," and I'm like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh, that's really like it. People are recognising me like that. It's kind of ridiculous."
Use your own security, Robbie.
Yeah.
Again, you talk about there being the front woman in the kind of Glasgow scene. Do you think that having two women in your band and having kind of yourself as the front woman, do you think that kind of harms or hinders you?
I don't think it does either, to be honest. Like, the Glasgow scene as a whole is very diverse. The music scene in general, not so much. It's quite misogynistic at times, and obviously there's a whole Radio 6 Daz thing. There I saw
We do like to have that joke
tonight.
One came up to me earlier. I need to tell you about
One
it later.
grabbed my hand during the set, was asking for a set list. It's kind of, yeah, there's a few creeps about, definitely, but I don't think it.
A lot of it is harmless. I will
Yeah,
say
it
that.
is
Like, it's
harmless,
not
like,
like
it's
a
not-
like a genuine like. It's like a bad thing, but like, we've not had any
Any bad
issues, if you know what I mean.
experiences, yeah.
But I think like, from where we are, like me joining and stuff like that, I don't think women being in bands stuff like that. You get a couple of times like sound guys are like, oh, you know, are you the roadie or like whatever? Like I'm like, no, mate, like I'm playing, but
Yeah.
like,
Haha, that's really fucking funny, but like,
But-
it's like I definitely think in Glasgow, like, the scene is so diverse, and there's a lot of women in there, and I don't think anyone in the Glasgow scene like puts you down because you're like, oh, you're girly or whatever. Like,
No.
it's so.
and that's
not
the best
like
thing about
that.
it, to be
Yeah.
fair.
as well, I just wanted to ask you, right? So you're supporting Sister Maz tonight. Their new EP out today is called Are You Hungry? So instead of me asking you about what your dream free course meal is, I want to ask you about what your dream free course gig is. I would like 2 support acts and a venue.
Do they have
Are we headliner or are we just on the?
No, use a headlining.
We're headlining.
2 support acts and a gig. Not a gig venue, sorry,
I know.
from
They can be a
yourselves.
lot bigger than
I
us.
know exactly.
Exactly. Anything what you want.
I know
to be
exactly
honest.
what I'd do.
Right.
So, I'd have Aaron Stokes headlining. I want his solo music back again.
So you're not headlining though.
Not me, no.
Right. So you're completely out of the equation.
Yeah. And then
Right.
I'd have Bell and Sebastian and Elliot Smith at the barras.
Right.
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
That would be fantastic. But why are you not playing, mate? I would. Come on.
Oh, because
Come
I
on,
just want,
Alcatraz are on the bill as well.
I just want Aaron Stokes' solo career back.
I think we can do one together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like we've got like similar kind of like music tastes.
Yeah.
I can't lie. My first thoughts were, in terms of like band stuff, like the Mysterines and Queens of the Stone Age. Like that would be like ideal. Like we can be on.
Like, I don't think you could trust me in a green room.
That is
with
also
the
true.
Mysterines is the issue.
Or me with
They're
Josh
like-
Homme.
or like, the Mysterines are my favourite band in the whole wide world. Like, I love them, and I'm really sad that they're not doing anything at the minute.
Yeah.
For now.
Like, if we
now.
ever got in a gig, like, line up with them too, like, you could literally put us on before doors even opened.
Yeah,
And,
we
like,
would
no
be
one,
like-
and we would be like, that is the best fucking thing that has ever happened to
Yeah,
me in my life.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Right, and he's made quite a statement tonight, not only through your performance, but also through your image. I would like every single one of you to talk me through your outfit tonight, why and what.
You need to get this off.
So, well, I really love Belle and Sebastian, and I just saw Tiger Milk in concert. It was in Troon. It was lovely, like fantastic. So I just thought, well, you know, go baggy. Might as well go baggy. I really like baggy clothes, so I was just like, well, might as well, you know. But
Yourself?
Not much to report, to be honest. I bought these shoes on Vinted and they came yesterday, and I was like, do you know what? They're getting worn. And then we both actually spoke about it. Like, we both bought outfits for New Year's Eve and then never did the plans that we were meant to do. So we were like, we'll both wear them tonight. So I bought this dress
So,
and you got that.
I bought this dress for New Year's, and then I've got my leopard print New Rocks on, which I wear all the time. Guys, if you're getting New Rocks, get memory foam insoles. I feel like I'm walking on a cloud right now.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
Must be nice.
the inspo was kind of like,
These are kind
oh, I bought this ages ago and I've not worn it, so I'll put it on.
Yeah, but like now that like I've joined the band, I remember you saying like when I first joined, oh, it's nice like that someone else can like actually dress up, because I know
Yeah.
that you've had like conversations in the past about like what the fuck are these guys wearing? Not you, not you, not you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, not Robbie. But yeah, like, and a lot of the times when we do gigs, like, we try and like match in
Coordinate a
some
little
way,
bit,
like
yeah.
coordinate, whether it's like patterns or colours or like stuff.
Just like a vibe, yeah.
Which is, but it's more fun and it makes us look kind of like more cohesive. And then we just like, there's not really any telling the rest of them what they're gonna wear. They're
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna rock up in this, and you're gonna deal with it.
Deck's gonna wear a jacket on stage, you know.
At least
water's
he's not wearing
wet.
sunglasses anymore. The first few gigs he was wearing sunglasses on
Oh.
stage, and
I'm guilty,
wanted
man.
to punch
I'm
him.
guilty of that. Tenement Trail.
But it was actually
See if
sunny.
that's
It was
shocking.
actually sunny. Like, I wore sunglasses on stage at Belladrum because it was actually sunny. But he was wearing sunglasses at King
Indoors.
Tut's in room 2, and he looked. Oh. But yeah,
Oh.
he's behaved now. He doesn't do that anymore. His outfit tonight was actually one of his best, I would say.
They've all pulled up tonight, I will say.
They have.
And again, going into the studio, your single Nowhere Man came out towards the end of last year, just before Tenement Trail. What can fans expect from you going forward from releases?
A wee bit more electronic influence there. I mean, we saw a wee bit of it in Nowhere Man, but it'll be cool. It's going to be quite fun.
Yeah, now that I've papped Deck off bass, like he had to do something else in the band. So we've got a little bit more synth in there. When he's not doing synth, he is just the go-go dancer.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we're recording a new single soon. We played it tonight,
Yes.
and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Just big vibes. Like when we play, we always like to judge kind of like before we record and decide what the next single is going to be. We like to play it live and see what the reaction is, and it got a very good reaction
Yeah.
tonight.
To be fair, like speaking to people after the gig,
Wow.
just a wee motorbike there. Yeah, like speaking to people after the gig, like everyone's like, oh, that one tune was like class, and we're like, oh, that's funny. We're recording it in a couple of weeks, so like at least it's like getting the reception that we wanted.
And just lastly, thanks so much for sticking to me. This has went on a lot longer than I anticipated.
We had a lot of
Aye. Starting, mate, why have you got a Chinese bag on your back? What's going on if you get a takeaway in there? That's a poly bag on his back.
Man, he's out of range.
I can't. There's got to be prawn crackers in there. I cannot believe that. Right. So just lastly, in 2026, this is your first gig this year. What can we expect from Alcatraz going into the year? Obviously, we know you're playing house guests, but anything else?
there's not anything else that we can say right now.
But it's gonna be
But
fun.
it's gonna be good. It's
Glastonbury, we are coming for you.
Yeah, Transmit, we're
We're doing Leeds,
headlining.
main stage, both festivals. We're gonna be everywhere.
Right. Thanks very much. It's an absolute pleasure.
Thanks
Cheers.
so much.